WWE has made its way back to Germany with Bash in Berlin, and this card's actually pretty good. We have 2 world title matches, we have a tag team title match, a feud that has been going on for a while with a really cool stipulation, and a storyline that I think is really awesome. And I'm excited to give you guys my predictions for this. So let's get into this. But real quick, before we get into my predictions, if you guys enjoy professional wrestling content, especially about content about WWE, make sure to hit that subscribe button somewhere like over there. I don't know, over there, but click it. I'll see you guys right now for the predictions. Here we go. So a match that we had very recently announced was the Women's Tag Team Championship match between Unholy Union, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Now, for me personally, I'm kind of over the Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill experiment. I understand why they did it. Bianca Belair is an absolutely amazing talent and is able to really help Jade Cargill get through the motions of being in the WWE. If I was on the roster and I was a female, there's no one else that I want to be next to less than Bianca Belair. But I do think we're going to start seeing dissension in this team, starting with Bash in Berlin, where one of them ends up being the reason why they lose. And it's going to make them think that maybe they're not good enough together, or maybe one person's not as good as the other. I think it makes too much sense for Unholy Union to keep this tag team championship. I think that they are the best women's tag team in the WWE right now. That's currently competing as a tag team. You can argue that obviously like an Io Sky and Kairi Sane are both very, very good, but Unholy Union, I think, is the best women's tag team. I think it makes the most sense for them to retain it because there's way more matches that they can keep doing with these girls, and they're being workhorses being on both shows right now. I'm going to take Unholy Union to win this match, but like I said, I think there's going to start to be some dissension with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, and I wouldn't be surprised if Blair Davenport is somehow involved in this match. Next up, we have Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, the Terror Twins, against the new Judgment Day 2.0, Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan, our new favorite couple in the WWE. Now, this one is very interesting for me because I don't think you want this feud to end yet. I know that a lot of people have been saying that they want to start seeing Rhea really just like take that title off Liv and start competing against other women. They're kind of getting tired of the whole like boyfriend girlfriend. You know, Liv Morgan's not competing against other women. She's just stuck with this whole story with Rhea right now. I don't feel that way. I don't know. Something about this storyline is really, really, really good. There's something that's just believable, and just everything about this storyline feels awesome, and I believe it is the storyline that is carrying Raw right now, and it's awesome to just keep watching it. So I think the only way that we can really continue this feud is if Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan win this match. Obviously, I don't think they could do it by themselves. If we're like, you guys really think that Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan are somehow just gonna beat Damian and Rhea? No, I obviously think that the rest of the Judgment Day is going to be involved, as they don't have a match on this card yet. But I do think that Judgment Day somehow gets involved. They end up taking down Damian Priest and Rhea, which gives us bad blood matches, potentially in a steel cage, potentially in a Hell in a Cell. Who knows? I think Liv and Rhea makes the most sense for a steel cage. And I think that somehow we get Damian and Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell with Demon Balor back. Holy smokes, did I just get my predictions out like that for the next thing? What was I thinking? But that's what I think realistically happens in this match. Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk in a strap match. Man, was I excited when this got announced. This one's tough. For me personally, strap matches are cool. They're not that exciting to me. I don't think we see blood in this match, unfortunately. I think it's going to be a lot of just Drew McIntyre beating the crap out of CM Punk. But CM Punk, I think, is going to outsmart Drew McIntyre in this match. I think this is the moment that, like, CM Punk needs this win. We're not going to take this feud serious anymore if CM Punk loses this match. Real quick, in the comments, if CM Punk loses this match, are you taking this feud serious at all anymore? Like, there's no way I care about this feud at all anymore if CM Punk loses this match. Like, and I love both of these guys. I think that both of these guys are awesome. I think CM Punk is one of my favorite wrestlers ever. I think Drew McIntyre is one of the best wrestlers in the business right now. I think his character work is amazing. I love the evolution of his character. If you would have told me when CM Punk came back that his biggest story in the WWE was going to be with Drew McIntyre, I think you're lying. But we're here. We're in a strap match, and I think we're going to have a situation where CM Punk is getting beat up to death by Drew McIntyre, but outsmarts him somehow, some way. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be comical, I think. And I think it's probably, I always like to make a prediction for what the most viral moment is going to be. I think something in this match is going to be our most viral moment. It's this match right here is our most viral moment match. Next up, we have the undisputed WWE Championship. Everybody thought this past Friday, Kevin Owens was going to turn heel on Cody. We still have a chance of it happening this next Friday. We do, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to have a kind of, I guess, not delusional, but like this like paranoid version of Cody Rhodes show up that it's like, damn, is Kevin Owens gonna like do something to like turn on me? Is he gonna cheat in this match? Is he gonna do something bad? And it's gonna have him paranoid where he might put himself in a situation where he may think about hitting Kevin with a table, with a chair. He may think of doing something against the rules, but Kevin Owens is gonna want to have a fair match with him. I think this is gonna be a good match. The one thing that stinks about this match is it's so obvious who's going to win it. Like, you know, everyone always talks about, oh, Triple H or being predictable is still like, okay. There's a difference between being predictable and being, we just know the result. Kevin Owens isn't going to win this match. Like, there's no, you can write this match a million different ways, and there's no way he wins this match outside of a DQ where somebody attacks Cody and technically Kevin Owens is the winner. But there's no way walking out of Bash in Berlin is Kevin Owens as the WWE champion. And that kind of takes a huge level of excitement away from the match, because I think it's going to be a great match. I think these two guys have styles that work very well against each other in a match. I think we're going to be entertained. I think we're going to get a lot of near falls. I think we're going to get a lot of ooh, ah, and 1, 2, oh moments, right? But Cody Rhodes is going to walk out. I don't even think he's going to triple crossroads him. I think he's going to hit one crossroads that wins this match. And it kind of stinks because this should not have been the feud. We should have had him run back with Solo again, even though they're probably going to end up doing that at Bad Blood. I'm not excited for this match. And real quick in the comments, if you guys can tell me what your excitement level is for this match, because for me, it's very low. Now, the match that I hope is the main event of the evening is going to be the World Heavyweight Championship between Gunther and Randy Orton. And this is the first time I feel like since WrestleMania where I feel like, and I'm talking about night 1, I don't mean night 2, even though we all kind of, actually, it's probably the first time in a very long time, thinking about it, where I actually have a situation where I think both guys could win. I made my predictions where I said that Randy Orton makes the most sense to win this match because Randy Orton staying on Raw, being a world champion, potentially setting up a John Cena match whenever John Cena comes back at the start of the year would be awesome. Gunther going over to SmackDown, because if you guys didn't know, the stipulation in this match is the winner stays on Raw, the loser goes to SmackDown. Gunther being on SmackDown makes absolutely amazing sense to be the next heel to feud with Cody Rhodes while the Bloodline fills out their situation and figures out which Bloodline is better than the other. Randy Orton has a lot of guys that he can face that Gunther has faced a bajillion times in the mid-card. You know, you have guys that can put Karrion Kross in there. Put any of those guys like a Braun Breaker, Ilya Dragunov, Jey Uso, anyone Sheamus, anyone that competed against Gunther for the Intercontinental title makes a lot of sense against Randy. Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, CM Punk. All of these guys make sense against Randy Orton because we haven't seen it. Well, we've seen some of them, obviously. Randy's been in the business so long, but we haven't seen it for the World Heavyweight title on Raw recently. But it's very obvious that Gunther's going to have a very long reign. And it's very obvious that they're not going to have him drop it to someone that's not a absolutely massive name, which kind of stinks because I would really like to see it happen here. I do think this match is going to be a banger. We saw them at King of the Ring. I enjoyed that match a lot. And I think they're only going to level it up because it's for a championship. I think that at this point in their careers, do not hate me for this comment. At this point in their careers, Gunther is a much better wrestler than Randy Orton. but Randy Orton is a very believable guy in the ring. Whether it's the way he sells, whether it's the way he does his offense, whether it's the way he makes the other guy look. There's something about Gunther and Randy that is very special that also works together. So I think this match is going to be an absolutely phenomenal match. With that, the only way I see Randy winning this match is if somehow, some way, somebody gets involved. Whether it's a Giovanni Vinci, whether it's a Kaiser costing Gunther the match, whether it's Jey Uso getting involved. I don't know. Somebody has to cost Gunther the match for Randy to win here. Overall, I think the whole card is pretty stacked. Like, you have massive names on this card. I think that the reason why they stacked it is obviously they're overseas. Whenever they're overseas, they do their absolute best to make sure that you have like champions upon champions about champions. You're probably starting the show off with the Terror Twins against the Judgment Day, which has 3 people that were world champions. 3. Then you go on to the next match and you have Bianca Belair with one of the longest, she actually had the longest reign with that title. Then you have Drew McIntyre, a former world champion. You have CM Punk, a former world champion. Then you have Cody Rhodes, the current champion. Kevin Owens, a former world champion. Gunther, the current world champion, against a former world champion, Randy Orton. Like, you have probably, like, this whole card is probably Hall of Famers, outside of obviously Unholy Union has to prove himself and Jade Cargill has to prove himself. But everybody else on here is more than likely going to be a Hall of Famer. This card is stacked. I'm super excited for this card. I want to know your guys' excitement level on 1 to 10 from the card in the comments. And I want to know, what is your most look forward to match of the night, and who do you think is going to win it? Let me know that down in the comments below really quick. With that being said, the card only has 5 matches on it, so I couldn't really give you a long video about my predictions. I could have rambled for hours if you guys really wanted me to, but I think I ramble way too much sometimes. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys turn the bell, ring that bell for notifications. I want to say this is much love from me to you guys. Peace.